All right. So I just want to make a video right now just to talk about, again, where I'm at in life. So currently, what I'm working on is shifting myself out of this stressed behavior. I feel like I've been coming at a lot of situations in my life in a stressful perspective, and not really, keeping my faith and knowing that I'm gonna get through this. They're little things, everyday things that everybody experiences. It's just I'm trying to choose. I'm trying to choose now the perspective on not letting it overconsume my life. So this is crazy. It was a good month this month. I made a decent amount of income this month, and I'm actually ahead on like all my bills and everything. However, I'm still stressing about them. So I'm trying to let the feeling be there, and then just to understand to not identify with it so much. I've been watching a lot of Aaron Doughty and Joe Dispenza, I believe, and they had videos, talking about living in a life of stress, and how you're in this survival energy, and I realize I don't want that. There's a lot of people that are in a creative, abundant energy, and I noticed too. You can just hear it in their voice. You can just see it in their body language that they're in this weird free flow, and I realize it's something I want to get to. So, what better way than just expressing yourself even when you're scared? Like, I'm not gonna lie, I get super nervous making these videos and everything, but I realize if I keep doing the same things over and over again, and I keep stressing about them over and over again, that's literally gonna be my whole entire life. I'm freaking the age of retirement. So, I'm trying to capitalize on platforms and different opportunities and things I can do. I've been really breaking down on what I want to do in life, and bigger picture goals, because back then when I was locked up, I always had a bigger picture in mind that they can't keep me in here forever, and I knew eventually they would let me out. And that helped me. I was very destimulated in there, so all I had was time with myself, and no really distractions. Whatever I felt, I had to go through it. There's not drugs or alcohol or anything to help cope with everything. So where's I going with this? Okay, so all the stress, I basically had to find a healthy way to digest it in there. Now, coming out here back into the world of everything, I noticed my mind, getting wrapped up on little things here and there, and I had to take a step back again and rethink, like, wait, what was my big goal? What is the end goal for me? So that's helped me push through day to day, and just be more expressive of myself. I'm starting to, I'm very respectful, but now the things that pop into my head, yeah, I kind of say them the first thing, as long as it's not, how would you say, as long as I'm not bashing on anybody. It's weird because I can find a way to bash on somebody, but also be like respectful and funny about it, and then like I can be to that vulnerable spot where I'm like, take a few minutes alone with them and be like, hey, did I offend you or anything? Like, I apologize. And it's crazy. Like, I have this crazy good relationship with people, and I'm appreciative of it. Back then, prior, I was so terrified. I had so much anxiety, talking to people, and just, having this weird feeling that like I would put people like way above me than what I am. You know what I mean? And that's not the case anymore. I realize like we are the same. we're part of the same consciousness, and it's just you're a different perspective of me. You know? So if anything, I show more compassion and more. How would you say? I listen more, a lot more to the other people. You know, but yeah, I'm just becoming more authentic in everything I do, and that's helping eliminate stress, because it's just I'm not conformed into one thing. It's like this free flow that I get to be. So, you know, that's something I appreciate. You know, if anybody else is stressing out or anything, just, you know, sometimes you gotta write down your big goals and realize, like, you know, you don't even gotta break like steps down or anything. You know, you can if you want to, but you know, I have the sticky note of goals, and I look at it every morning, and I kind of let, how would you say it, new thoughts, new ideas kind of inspire like what's going to lead to that goal. And you know, they've been getting accomplished, and just, you know, it's like just giving your faith to God, or whoever or whatever you believe in. Yeah, so I just want to, you know, shoot this video out there just to let you know that, you know, there's really nothing to stress about. You know, as long as you show up every day to where you're supposed to, you know, as long as you put your bigger picture in mind, it's gonna outweigh, you know, even the littlest issues, and to just, you know, be fully present on who you are and what you're doing. You know, I had a lot accomplished this past month, and I'm just grateful that, you know, I didn't get sick. I was grateful I didn't mess up, you know, especially in my sobriety. You know, I'm appreciative, and it's kind of like I talk about it, and it's kind of inspires like people around me, and yeah, you know, I'm grateful for it. I'm grateful to take it with me. Yeah, so, you know, keep your mind occupied with the good things and good people. You know, once you focus on that, you're gonna get what you're looking for. You know, and it's not that hard. It's not that hard. Anyways, thank you for watching this video. If you are, deuce.